Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be trying to beat Bowser's Fury without touching a single coin. Now this is going to be quite hard, so let's get started. Okay, so we start off in the Mushroom Kingdom, like always. And this time, Mario stumbles across some goop. Now, at the moment, he's probably having some PTSD from Mario Sunshine. So he follows it, and he's like, oh my god, what's this? Oh, it's that symbol again, yep. And goodbye, Mario. He is going to Brazil. And here we are, in an unexplored, unknown land. And to make matters worse, Mario doesn't want to touch any coins. So, now we're in this mysterious place. We don't know where we are. We don't know what we're doing. And Mario also has an allergic reaction to coins. It sounds like it's going to be a tough time. Oh, and that's Bowser. And he doesn't look very happy. Just as things couldn't get any worse. And here's some coins. Yeah, let's not touch those. They're not good. Alright, we gotta figure out what's going on here. And we have our first cat shine. That one was fairly easy, probably because it's the first one in the game. I'm sure things aren't going to be as easy as that later on, so we better make the most of it. Also, Bowser doesn't seem to like the light, so we should take that into account because that could help later. And here we are in the beautiful, or not so beautiful, Lake Lapcat. And here's our first stage. And there's going to be a lot of coins here, so we need to be careful. And also, while we are here, I will explain the rules of this challenge. So, in this challenge, we are not going to be touching a single coin unless we are forced to complete the game. And if we do have to touch a coin, then we will see how little coins it takes to beat the game. And here's Bowser Jr., as if things couldn't get worse. Although, instead of being troublesome, he seems to be asking for help. So, maybe he could come in handy. Yeah, we'll bring him with us. Why not? What harm could he do? He could only help, right? And now Bowser Jr. is part of our team. So, let's hope he comes in handy. I take back everything I said. So, it turns out in this challenge that Bowser Jr. actually becomes less helpful and rather more of an obstacle. Now, in the settings, you can change it so Bowser Jr. does nothing for you. But he still walks into the coins, and he still collects them. So, he's going to be another thing we're going to have to deal with. one way or another. So, fun fact, this is my first time playing Super Mario 3D World, so just from that, I'm already not very good. And also the fact that I'm taking on a decently hard challenge because of the obstacles in the way. It took me a few attempts, I've got to admit. It took me more attempts than I would have liked it to. But eventually, we did get to our next moon. But this was it. I had the Fire Flower, I had Bowser Jr. hopefully under control. I felt good. I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's not touch any coins and get this second cat shine. Not moon, like I said earlier. Okay, so run across all of those guys. They're called something, I forgot. Coins on these slopes, these ones are quite troublesome. Luckily, I persuaded Bowser Jr. to not decide to walk into them. Also, for those of you that don't know, when you use a Fire Flower, if you kill an enemy, it drops their coin instead of making you automatically collect. So the Fire Flower will come in a lot of help in this run. And there is our first cat shine, or second one, but whatever you want to call it. There we go, we lit the lighthouse, we have our second cat shine. We're doing good. Make sure to save. Okay, so now that we got our cat shine, what do we want to do now? Well, first, I decided to go to the top of the lighthouse because if you ground pound on the very top, you can get a free item, and I feel as if the cat bell will come in a lot of use here. Although we got a Fire Flower, but the Fire Flower is also very useful, so let's go down to the Giga Bell. And to beat Bowser's Fury, you need to use the Giga Bell on multiple occasions, and each time you use it, you need more cat shines to awaken it. So our minimum amount of cat shines that we need to get to defeat Fury Bowser is 50. So if we're going to be able to get that coinless, I am not sure, but I am very much hoping. So here we go to Pounce Bounce Isle, and let's see if we can grab ourselves our next shine. Now this place seems to look like it contains a lot of coins, a lot of coin rings, a lot of coin stacks, a lot of enemies in the way. So yeah, I had some resets again. Now this section right after those little marching guys, this part messed me up quite a lot of times because you have to jump up here with somehow making Bowser Jr. not touch coins, which is quite hard because I can't control him. At least that's what I thought. Now that we're done with that part, there are some boomerang brothers for us to take out, and luckily there's a boomerang flower to also help us out here. And two of them seem to have killed themselves. I can't remember what happened to them. It was kind of weird, I didn't see. But there's one left, and now it's starting to rain. So that means Bowser's going to be here soon, and now is not a good time for Bowser to arrive. And here he comes. Yep. He's angry. And he isn't going to make this coinless challenge any easier for us. Now Bowser's on our tail, and we've got to get up this thing, this tower, whatever you want to call it. It's got coins all over it. We have a Fury Bowser chasing us, firing lasers at us. It's not going to end well, and you're going to see why it's not going to end well very soon. Now, Bowser decided to be as generous enough to destroy crates for us that give us coins. Yep, looks like Bowser's back to his old Mario Party tricks. So after that incident, I talked to myself, wondering why I ever decided this challenge would be a good idea, thinking it would be easier, and I headed off to Fort Flattrap instead, and left the other place for now, because I thought that same thing was going to happen that just did. So I decided to come take on the bullies. Okay, let's get to work. Let's start taking down these bullies. Because if we take down all 5 of these guys, we get ourselves a cat shine, and that's what we're looking for. But somehow, I managed to fall through the trap that the bullies are meant to go through, and I died. And just like Mario Odyssey, in this game mode, you lose coins when you die, so death is no harm to us whatsoever. And just as I was enjoying myself, look who is back to ruin the party once again. So let's try to take out these bullies in the pouring rain while we're getting attacked by a titan lizard turtle thing that is angry. And there it is. The final bully was eradicated by Bowser's mighty laser beam. And it's just in grabbing reach, and we get it coinless. Our 3rd cat shine. We did it. And with the power of the cat shine, we light the lighthouse, and the light beams blow Bowser back. We did it. But we still got a long way to go. Okay, so what's next on our list of things to do? Well, I decided to go and grab some of these cat tokens, because if we can collect 5 of those, we get ourselves a cat shine. So, that's good. So I go to retrieve another cat token, and then remember that there are coins in there with it. So the cat token star for Fort Flaptrap is a no-go. Okay, now that's filled me with hope for this challenge. Let's go and try a different star. Oh, it's a blue coin star. But we're not allowed to collect coins, so that's out of the question. Looks like our only option is to go back to Pounce Bounce Isle. Now, we've just got to hope that we complete this stage before Bowser turns up, because otherwise if he destroys those crates again, we'll be getting those coins in our pocket. Sometimes I wonder how I manage these things. Yeah, that took a few attempts, but this should be the one, right? What could possibly go wrong this time? Anyway, while we're here watching me play this video game, I must admit the music in this game is very well done, and I hope you could agree, because I find it very beautiful and good. Anyway, here we back are at the not the Hammer Bros, the Boomerang Bros. Just skip past them, no one likes them. Okay, this is where Bowser was last time, so hopefully, without Bowser, it'll be a lot easier. So we can just jump right on up here. There's the crates Bowser destroyed for us, because he was so kind. And now we fly up here. More coins going down the path, so we have to make sure we're at the side. Fly up, almost hit those gold rings. But there we go. A cat shine. Our 4th one, I believe. Maybe 5th, I can't remember. But we did it. And we lit another lighthouse. Luckily, there's a nice and easy shine for us to grab there. But we haven't been able to get a cat suit yet. Because all of the cat suits that I've came across in question mark blocks, I think, have been in long ones, and long ones give you coins and a power up, so we can't hit those. So we'll come back to the star later. Afterwards, I decided to head back to Scamper Shores, and look who's here! It's Gooigi Mark II! This quote-unquote Fury Shadow should be an easy grab for another cat shine, hopefully. But then, he walks over to the coins, where I probably can't hit him without either me or Bowser Jr. colliding with a coin. And he even has the audacity to stand over there and taunt me. Well, I cannot reach him, because Mario is not allowed to touch those shiny coins. Then I tried to do some sort of awesome fireball trick shot, but then it ended up hitting a sign, and then Bowser Jr. collected 2 coins. So that's a restart. But I get him back by trick shotting him with a fireball. And now we have the power to awaken the Giga Bell. And with Bowser about to arrive, I think this is perfect timing. There is about to be a big battle. And the Giga Cat Bell has awoken, and it is time to use it. Although we have got to watch out for that pile of coins, which luckily we didn't touch, because Mario goes straight into a cutscene and doesn't land on top of them. And now we are ready to take on Fury Bowser. And with one last ground pound, we send Fury Bowser back to where he belongs. But this will not be the last of Fury Bowser. And with Fury Bowser pushed back, we now uncover more of the beautiful land that has been consumed by this horrible black goop. Oh hey, looks like Plessy made it too. With all this new land discovered, I head straight for Plessy's back, and we make sure we dodge those yellow coin rings, and we're off. We're going on an adventure to see the rest of this big lake. But more land means more coins. So, is the challenge getting easier or harder? I decide to go activate the switch for hopes of a cat shine, but then I'm trapped. I got tricked, and now I'm in this arena with a bunch of Goombas, and this is when the Fire Flower comes in handy, because the Fire Flower can take out all these enemies without having us collect the coins. Unless Bowser Jr. decides to walk into them, like he just did then. But I am back for round 2, and this time with my Fire Flower already on, and now I make sure to keep Bowser Jr. as far away from the enemies as possible, and also the enemies as far away from us as possible. So I get rid of all the Goombas, and I decide to let the time make all the coins despawn, and now all that's left is these easy piranha plants. And there we have it, another quite easy cat shine in the bag. We now have a total of 6, and we have 44 to go. Here we are at Slipskate Slope. Now this place is filled with coins that are in our way. So we can't take the Goomba shoe down because we're basically guaranteed to hit a coin. And also the way down is probably easier by foot. But by foot is not the easiest either, as there are coins in a lot of the places we need to be going. So I do have another go at getting some cat tokens, but there is sadly one later on that I can't seem to get without a lot of RNG. And here we are, these rolling tubes. The GTA stunt jump looking things that decide to put a cat token right next to a horrible golden ring. So I managed to grab it the first time, but then Bowser Jr. decides to walk straight into a coin ring. And that's the main problem about this part. I can get the token, but Bowser Jr. can't seem to not touch the gold. Now, it was around this part that I remembered that there was a feature to control Bowser Jr. All you need to do is get your little cursor out and you can move him around. That would have made things a lot more easier to start with. But anyway, I made it through the horrible tunnel. But there's another way. And there is a way around it, but I don't think there's any way I'm getting to that cat token on the top without a Goomba shoe. And I don't think I can get the Goomba shoe through all of that coinless. So maybe this token challenge is out of the question. But that doesn't mean there'll be a lovely cat shine waiting for us at the end. I guess that hard work did kind of pay off. Boom. And we are on to 7 cat shines. So it looks like we're going to need 15 cat shines until we get another go with the Giga Bell. So until then, we're going to be quite vulnerable to Bowser. But for now, let's fling over to this arena. Here we are, inside the arena. Who are we going to find here? Well, would you look at that? It's good old Boom Boom, but now he's a cat, like everything else in this game. Boom Boom is dead. Although, here comes the real enemy. That's right, massive circles of coins. The Bowser Jr. decides to walk in, even though I tell him not to. And with a little bit of improvisation, we did it! We killed Boom Boom. Now can we grab that Shine Sprite in safety? Yes we can, because luckily the coins despawn. Boom. 8th Cat Shine. Next on our things to do is to hop on Plessy again, and this time, let's catch this rabbit. But I don't understand how this rabbit is running on the water extremely fast, but he is. And we've got to look out for coins, because there seems to be a lot of coins in some of the waters. As long as we're in the right place, we should be okay. And there we go. Another cat shine in the bag. And now we wind up at Trickety Tower. So close yet so far. Now this Shine Sprite / Cat Sprite, I can't stop saying Shine Sprite, I am sorry, is locked behind invisible walls that have a lot of coins nearby. So if this one's obtainable or not, I'm not sure, because there are gold coins just above it the way you drop down. The Bowser Jr. is almost determined to go through. Look who is back. Once again. Just as I'm in the middle of trying to do something. Okay. So now he's raining evil red blocks down everything and also firing deadly laser beams at me. Which isn't the most helpful when I'm trying to avoid coins and everything else at the same time. But here is the way down to the Shine Sprite. But, as you saw, Bowser Jr. decides to go through the rings and not stick to the side. So for now, I'm going to leave that one as it is. So I hop back on Plessy for another ride, and this time there's a time trial for Plessy. Now these contain a lot of jumps, and as you can see, a lot of those evil coin rings. But luckily, you still have plenty of time to just completely ignore all the jumps, because they don't speed you up at all, as long as you just keep them going. Now, I think I did almost hit some coins here, but luckily, I managed to make it through. And there we go, another easy cat shine. Now, after we're done with that, I decide to go and grab a bell, as we're going to need a super bell for some easy manoeuvring around the map, and also to get some places that we normally won't be able to. So I decided to come over to here, but this drops one of those statue bells. I'm not sure about their actual name, but they're like statue bells. Problem is, if you ground pound when you have one of these, you turn into a statue, which is helpful, right? But not when, if you move a single inch with it, it gives you a hell of a lot of coins. And I just think, oh okay, I won't ground pound, but this is definitely going to come and bite me in the future. And by the way, by the future I meant the very near future, as you just saw. Around the lake, you can find some super bells in bubbles that are surrounded by coins, of course. So, they're not really a reliable way to get super bells, sadly. Oh yeah, and also, I just kind of feel like I'd try a jump. And it turned out very successful. I kind of just cheesed that star, which was pretty cool. So now we have 11 shine sprites, stars, moons, cat bells, not bells, whatever you want to call them. Listen, if you hear me call them anything that's not a cat sprite, cat shine, whatever, just ignore me, okay? It doesn't matter. Looks like it happened again. I was in another ambush. I got scared. I didn't know what to do. I think Bowser Jr. collected a coin. Something happened. It was bad. And yeah. Now I had to take out these guys in a panic, which wasn't good. Although, it did pay off. Piece of cake. We did it. First try, unlike the last one. I feel like that one was more easy, as not every single part of the pokies dropped a coin like all the Goomba stacks did, which did help out quite a bit. So, that is another cat shine in our pockets. So then I had the stupid idea of trying to climb up this very big tower that is mostly vertical, that contains a lot of coins and coin rings. But listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. If this is what we have to do to get a cat shine, then we're gonna do it. But just before, I decided to go back to the arena and take on Cat Pom Pom. And look what idiot decided to stand closest to the coins. Yep, I did it again. So, I did it again, and I don't understand why my brain didn't decide to just stand at the back of the arena where there's no coins nearby. Maybe that would help. Okay, we did it. Let's not touch the coins this time, Bowser Jr. And I decided to let the coins despawn, just for that bit of safety. But there we go. We defeated Pom Pom. And we lit the lighthouse once again. And now it is time to climb up the massive windmill tower, icy, snowy thing. But luckily, we have a propeller helmet at hand. Propeller suit, propeller box, there you go. As you can see already, there's quite a lot of gold rings that we need to avoid. But it was as if I was blessed by the cat gods. Just as Bowser arrived, I managed to grab the shine at the top and didn't collect a single coin. I'd never thought I would be able to do that, but I did. And also, Bowser just spawned. Well, Bowser's going straight back to where he belongs because he got stunned by the lighthouse. I would call that a win-win. And now with a new Plessy time trial unlocked, it was time to see if we could do that one coinless too. And the answer to that was yes! That is another shine in our bag, and we did it coinless. And we can now awaken the Giga Bell for a second time. It's time for a showdown with Bowser once again. The Giga Bell has awoken. It's time to fight. But then I get a bit sidetracked and I walk straight into a coin in a bunch of bushes and don't even realise it. Yep. And now that I've done that, when we reload, Bowser is gone. So it looks like we're going to have to save that showdown for a bit later on. Next, I decide to head back over to that sprite that I missed earlier, that I couldn't get because I didn't have the cat suit yet. So now we can go grab that easy, for a nice, easy and quick cat shine. Boom. That brings our total up to 16. And also, we return this kitten back to their mother, for an extra star. Definitely not giving me any flashbacks to Mario 64 with that baby penguin. Okay, now it's time for the showdown. We're ready, the Giga Bell is equipped. Come at us, Bowser. Now, Bowser has learnt a new attack where, as you can see he's doing right now, he swipes his shell sideways across the floor, making goop all over the place, which can slow Mario down, and he's also pretty accurate, so you better watch out for that shell. And once again, it's time for Bowser to get sent to where he came from. But it still wasn't enough to finish him off. Thank you all so much for watching the first part of this video. Expect the second part coming out very soon because I am enjoying doing this challenge quite a lot despite how annoying it is sometimes. Check out my other videos if you haven't already. Subscribe, do whatever you want, join my Discord server, there's cool stuff there. There's cool stuff everywhere. Thank you all for watching this video once again. And I'm going to enjoy seeing you guys in the next video.